Hi folks, and welcome back to the channel. And today, what have I got for you? Yep, we've got something a little bit different. No, we haven't. In my previous videos, we've been doing steak bakes, and this is no different to the previous ones. But this is Lewis Pies down in Swansea. They've been in business for a very, very long time. So these guys should know exactly what they're talking about. They specialise in beef. It's Welsh beef. So let's have a look at the frozen pie. That don't look too bad, does it? It's, once again, it looks like the bean one we did a few weeks ago. It looks like the same one. I guess it's got different lines. Now, this, shocking enough to me, this one has only got 13% beef in. Welsh a bit tight, but then there again, it could be the quality of the beef. Is Welsh beef a lot better than English beef? I don't know. We're about to find out. Now you can buy these directly from Lewis's website. They'll cost you around about £2.50 each, plus delivery. You can also get them from QVC, I believe so, because that's where they're selling everything at the moment, QVC. So the boys down in Wales are really trying to pull their finger out their bottoms and create a really good business online. Now, if you're a bakery or you want to buy this type of thing in boxes, this does come in a box of 30, and you can obtain these through the Bako group. Or once again, you can obtain them from Lewis's themselves because they do deliver direct. Well, there you go, that's the pie. As I said previously, it looks like the last one. And I think that's what's going to happen. A lot of the pies from these different companies, they just have a standardized pastry and a standardized cutter. And this don't look any different, apart from the markings maybe it's slightly different. So let's have a look at the baking instructions. Well, we'll cut all that. I'll tell you exactly what I did. 200 Celsius in a fan assisted oven for 35 minutes. Spot on. So let's have a look at the nutrients and the ingredients. That is your nutrients. And that is your ingredients. So let's have a look at the baked pie. The grease test, this is the one. Oh, it's not as bad. No, I'll give them the chew. A little bit less there, because if it was a lot fattier, it'd be all over the place. Now this is 13% beef, and this pie retails at £2.50, obviously plus heating. But I only got these because the other ones were out of stock. So this isn't my regular pie. So we'll have a look. Though I regularly get my pies from Lewis's, I didn't particularly order this one. It's what came in instead. So we'll cut open the pie. Oh, it has got some filling in it. 13% beef. So let's have a look at the content. Pastry looks nice and baked, and there is something inside. It doesn't look a lot in there, does it? But nevertheless. So I better taste the pastry first, just to get, just to make sure it is the same as the previous one. I think it is. It is very much the same as the previous one, but this particular pastry today, the pastry does vary, by the way. So what I have today doesn't mean to say yesterday's was any better. You know where I'm going with this. It's not leaving a lot of fat round in the mouth. So I'm quite pleased about that. So let's get straight down to what's inside. And it doesn't look as though there's a lot. It looks as though it's just full of gravy. I've opened it up for your benefit before I eat it. Oh, I don't want to lose any meat. And just in case the meat is in the other side, we'll open this side up. So you know exactly where I'm going with this, don't you? I'll eat it and see what it tastes like. To be honest, I didn't taste any meat at all in it. There's one thing I can say from this straight away. I know the fattiness wasn't in the pastry, but the inside, this is a lot of fat. So what they've done is they've gelled it down with summer, and it's not exactly ticking my box at all. What meat you can find in it, I mean, it does say 13% beef. It's pretty limited. I think it's pretty bad actually, and this is probably, I mean, I've been buying Lewis's for years, and if all their pies was like this, I'd stop buying it. And that is pretty gross. I'm not impressed with that at all. And for me, I can tell you straight away, that is a 4 out of 10. That is pretty bad. I think Lewis's, what they're trying to do is actually trying to compete with Greggs down in Wales, because there's Greggs on every street corner down in Wales. Obviously, I think there's a Greggs on every street corner in England as well. But because they're a Welsh company, they want to win back all their customers from Greggs. So down in Wales, if they're delivering to their little shops down there, this is cheap and cheerful. As I'm buying them, say, they're costing me, and then I'm selling them to you guys for £2.50, and yet down in Wales, I reckon they're knocking these out at £1 each in comparison to Greggs, because they ain't worth no more than £1 really. And to be perfectly honest, if I get sent that again from Baker Western, or Lewis's brings that in, I'm going to shove it exactly where they want it to be shoved, because that is not right. I'm really not impressed with that. And that is not a substitute for Kentish pies. And for me to turn around and say, I'd sooner have a Greggs than that, you can see what I'm saying. Well, there you go, folks. If you like this content, please subscribe and please share. Now, to top this off, this week I've done 3 different types of steak bake. We started off with Greggs, then we moved on to Kentish Bakery, and then we moved on to Lewis's. And out of the 3 of them, the worst one was Lewis's. And there we go. We'll see you very shortly on the Crazy Baker channel. Laters! This is the Crazy Baker channel. Baking. Lifestyle. Recipes. Reviews. I am the Crazy Baker. Please subscribe and please share. Laters!